Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. It's been raining here in Nova Scotia. We're on our third day of rain, and the sun's peeking through now and then here. I'm out digital hunting and gathering. It's a continuation of a previous series. Quite some time ago, a few series back, the series I'm referring to are my daily video series that I upload on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Anyway, those series, previously I had done a series that I called the Upstream Exploration of Carr Creek. So today, as the continuation, I think I said it then and I thought it back then, that someday I'd have to come back and do the Downstream Exploration of Carr Creek. And that's this morning, man. I got out before it was even light out, and I've been having a beautiful time here, man. I've been drifting downstream, caught I've gathered up 25 videos, I think, short videos for my next series, which will be named The Downstream Exploration of Carr Creek. I've had a great time exploring. As soon as I will look at it later, what's in my basket is just great today. So, the first place when I came in off the road, first place I sat my tripod down, there was fresh turkey tail, man, Tramate's versicolor. I've been looking for it. It wasn't a great big haul, but it's enough to resupply for a little bit longer, man, until I can find some more. So anyway, I've come to this perfect little spot that looks like I can set up. I haven't had breakfast. I've barely had coffee. I made coffee this morning at home, but I only had a couple gulps of it before I got here. So I'm gonna set up. I'm done capturing my daily videos. That series is good. So now I'm just gonna set up here, man, and get some breakfast on the go. Take a nice break before I head her back. I gotta clean up some dead branches here on this. I would say it's balsam fir tree. I clean up some dead branches. The lower ones are dead anyway, and get established here. Get a little camp on the go and get breakfast on the go. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy. All right, I would say I'm fairly well established here to be able to accomplish breakfast, man. Today, I'm going back. It's been a long while since I had my little DIY alcohol stove out. But today's the day. It's so wet now that I don't think there's very much risk of fire. So, I'm going to use my alcohol stove today. I'm going to have to try to level that up a little better before I start cooking, I would say. The bane of cooking in the wild. It's level surfaces. That's not too bad there. Okay, let's get alcohol into the stove. And actually not alcohol, solvable methyl hydrate is what I use in my stove. Just dump it in until it cools on the top, just like that. And actually I had one of those Trangia clone stoves, and I found that it broke on me. It actually, one of the seams came loose on it, and it broke, but my snuff cap and simmer ring from my clone Trangia actually fits perfectly on this tuna fish can, man. Alright, I'm just going to light this with my ferro rod. It's been a while, so let's bring you in close so you can have a look at this being lit. Alright, just going to use, my knife's a little dirty. I'm going to use my ferro rod. There we go. Stove is lit. And let's get the kettle on. Kettle is on. There. Now get my coffee ready, man. Alright, let's get coffee on the go, man. So I've got my silicone pour over device and a coffee filter. Coffee filter can go right there. I have, this time, since I haven't had my first coffee of the morning yet, I did bring sugar this time. I'm just putting all my coffee ingredients in these tiny little David's tea tins. My wife got a sample kit of David's tea last year for Christmas, and as she used them up, I saved the little containers they came in. It's perfect for coffee and sugar. I find they work really nice, man. Okay, pour over device. And coffee. Pretty sure one of these would make a pretty solid cup of coffee, man. But I'm going to take two. And there we go. Just watching my alcohol stoves. The flame is licking out here by my cup. Don't want to melt the handle on my coffee cup. There we go. That should be okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get, there we go, too many uses of these tins. The threads on them kind of seem to get clogged up with everything. I've just used some rocks from the stream bed to make myself a nice little cooking area. Holy smokes, it's beautiful in here, man. It's only around 6 or 7 degrees Celsius here today. We're into fall. We're full on fall now. Oh, it's beautiful, man. I'm really liking this little spot. Very nice. Carr Creek pays off again, man. Oh, oh, starting to see steam. Right on. I'll have coffee here in no time. I'll bring it back once the water's boiled. Alright. Ooh, steam right in my face. My water is boiled. So, conserve fuel in the stove. I'm gonna snuff it just like that. And let's pour some coffee, man. Let's pour some to a bit of hot water just to get the grounds soaked and started. Let them swell right up nice. My little alcohol stove did not take very long at all, man. I would say 6 minutes or less is all you can ask for an alcohol stove. I'm actually using the Trangiaclone pot stand too. Oh man, the coffee smells really good. I'm really looking forward to breakfast too. I'm not much of a breakfast guy. I enjoy breakfast, I like breakfast, but I don't like eating a heavy meal right at the start of the day. But today, I will make an exception. Oh man, that coffee smells divine. Right on. Let that drain down through my pour over device. And then I'll refill my alcohol stove once more. And we'll get breakfast going, man. Okay. Coffee is through the pour over device. I just put it right in my kettle so it doesn't end up everywhere. Something else I did last night. I raided the silverware drawer. I'm kind of tired of these tiny folding forks and spoons. So what I did, I raided the silverware drawer, man, and cut off a spoon and a fork with a grinder, with an angle grinder, and filed them off so there's no sharp burrs, and put a little tiny key ring in each. So now I have a full-size, real fork and spoon, which is great. I just put them on this carabiner to keep them together, and they're small enough they fit right in my kettle, which is perfect. Okay, I'm gonna need the fork, and I need to get the lid right on my coffee here so it doesn't get cold on me. Okay, I'm gonna refill the alcohol stove, get it going again, and get breakfast on, man. Got breakfast here in my container. Got my frying pan, looking good. I got my oil. Yep, good. Got my flipper. We're good to go, man. Right on. All right. I'm gonna fill the alcohol stove again because I want to make sure I've got enough heat in it, enough fuel to do my cooking. It did not use very much. Boil off that bottle of water, or that kettle of water. Okay, we'll use the ferro rod again. My QSP Bison D2, man. What a lovely knife this has been. I haven't carried anything else, I don't think. One shot. Stove is going. Now, cooking with an alcohol stove. I've been using the propane stove. I really like that, man. But I mean, an alcohol stove is so quiet and just so nice and so simple and so light, right? There's all kinds of reasons to use a nice little alcohol stove. Right on, man. There's a whole bunch of lichen and stuff on the trees right here. It's another one of these days. There's moss on the rocks on this edge of the stream. There's bubbles being generated in the stream right there. Aeration going on. This is a heck of a spot, man. My oil in my pan. I need a goodish amount of oil. I don't know how I want to play this. I don't know if I should put everything. Well, I'm not going to put absolutely everything in at once, but excuse me, there are portions that should go in first. Ooh, that stove is giving her already, man. So, for Thanksgiving, of course, we traveled to Pictou County to see my lovely mom and spend Thanksgiving with her. We had a lovely time, but while we were there, we stopped at the Whistleberry Market, and I got a bunch of, not a bunch, I only got one pack, but I got smoked chop ends, and I got some smoked bacon ends from them. So today, I'm bringing out the smoked chop ends, which I've deboned and cut up into chunks. I basically wanted my whole breakfast, for the most part, to be one bag. So I've got smoked chop ends right there in the bottom. I've got half an onion diced up in the middle, and I've got my tater tots on top. Let's dump it all in at once, I guess, and see what happens. My kettle acts as my garbage can once I get going. Oh, that's nice. I spread that around. Okay. We have food in the pan. I'm going to cover that with my lid. My handle that I made, the bolt, nut and bolt, and little round of maple is working great, man. It's perfect. Okay. I'm going to let that frizzle up for a bit, and we'll bring it back where I add the next thing. Right on, man. It's overcast and gray and damp, but we have not had that. If you ask anybody, right now it's like there's certain things in Nova Scotia, like that people say. Right now in Nova Scotia, you'd be hard pressed to say to anybody, "Oh, the forecast is calling for rain." The response is going to be, "We need it," and we do, man. But it's so nice to be out in the damp woods today. Loving it. Rained the last 2 days. And now just light rain today. It hasn't really rained on me since I've been out, just a couple times. So grateful, man. Anyway, I can already hear that frizzling right good. So I don't think it's going to be too long, and I'll be eating breakfast and drinking my coffee, man. Right on. Lovely spot. I don't know. Downstream, the downstream exploration of Car Creek. Although the upstream exploration of Car Creek, when I did that one, man, I found water club mushrooms. And they are rare, I think. And they were awesome to see. If you go back, you can see that drift. It was a really good one. I also digitally hunted and gathered a series of videos on that one too. But there was not an awesome spot like this to set up and have breakfast on that one. This spot is great. I would be inclined to come back here for a little camp too, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, my food is already very much on the frizzle. Just move it around here. And that's the thing with alcohol stoves. You don't really have, oh, that pork smells so good. You don't really have control over the heat. It's all or nothing, man. So you got to stay on your food. Okay, I'll bring this back in a bit. Right on. All right. Oh, things are starting to stick, man. The hash browns are sticking. Shoot. Everything in the pan looks pretty good. No. Dang old nut hash browns, tater tots. My tater tots stuck. That's alright. I got them mostly cleaned off of there. There's lots that didn't stick. Let's keep that on the heat. Okay. I'm gonna just kind of flatten everything out here. Hopefully then tater tots suck up some of the grease. Now, next ingredient. It's gonna be a couple eggs, man. Cooking with an alcohol stove slower. I like that, man. Gives me more time to just chill. So let's see if we can crack this egg. I'd like to maybe not break the yolk if I can. We'll see. One egg in. Put that shell in my Bear Complex container. 2 eggs in. All right. Looking good. Now my seasoning kit. Oh, I got some egg on my fingers. My seasoning kit. I'm gonna put. Come on. My fingers are slippery now. Pepper for my eggs. Black pepper. There we go. Very nice. I'm not going to add anything else to that. I think just black pepper will be all I need. Alright. Now I'm just going to lob the lid on that and let the eggs cook, man. I can kind of start putting things away. Right on. Won't be long now, man. I can really, where I limbed some of the trees, some of the branches off this balsam fir, man, I can smell it like crazy. Intermingled with the breakfast smell and the coffee, man. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that coffee, too. All right. Won't be long now, I'm sure. All right. Let's have a look here. Oh, that looks good, man. Oh, I just put the eggs right on top and kind of let them poach. Now, let's see what we got. Stove's not going too hard there now. I'd say it's almost out, so I'm just going to snuff it so it can start cooling off. And I got my glove for my pan, so my pan doesn't burn my leg. Got my cut down fork, so I can eat with a solid utensil. First things first, though, let's let that cool for a bit, because that's going to be hot. Oh, I should have took the top off my coffee. Oh, it's still steaming. Holy, it smells good. I haven't had my hat off since I've been here, man. So grateful for all this, man. So grateful for the inspiration. Yesterday I didn't know which way I was heading. And then it came upon me all at once, like an avalanche coming down a mountain, man. I knew I was like, Car Creek, you haven't done it yet. Coffee is perfect. Oh, so good, I could almost guzzle it. So did I started preparing. Am I ever grateful that I did, man. We'll talk about stuff in my basket here in a bit. Let's eat. All right. Things are a little bit stuck on, but that's okay. That'll give things a little bit of crispiness. Hmm. Wow. That ham. Holy, that's good. Or chop. Pork chop, I guess. Smoked pork. Whatever you want to call it. Oh my. Mm-hmm. Look at it. It looks pretty good, man. Wow. I love it. It is so good. And these, oh, even where it's stuck to the pan, it's all crispy and delicious. Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm also very glad the universe directed me to take a full-size fork and cut it down so it fits in my kettle, man. Very nice. Having a real utensil to eat with. Wonderful. Really wonderful. Okay. Another drink of coffee. Oh, that's good. I won't keep you here while I make noises eating, man, but just know that is top notch. I'm going to enjoy that. I'll bring these back when I get it wrapped up, man. Right on. So good. Holy. Hear a pileated woodpecker in the distance. Wow. That was delicious, man. The eggs kind of poached on top of the tater tots, onion, and ham or pork. But even the yolks got to a point they weren't runny. They were hard, man, but like still not hard, but just nice, man. I had forgotten how very awesome it is to get out and have breakfast in the woods, man. Especially this time of year. Oh, when the woods smell like fall and there's leaves all over. I mean, I always say when it's raining, the forest is just kind of popping, man. Like the smells and scents, everything's heightened when it's raining. Like everything's just drinking it all up, man. So very good. Last year or the year before, I can't remember. Time is very slippery for me. I did a series of videos. I did 4 or 5 videos just going out for breakfast, right? Ah, and I'm reminded of those experiences on this one, man. The days are getting shorter, so it's nice to get out early in the morning. You know it's not going to get dark on you. Not that I mind, but for filming, it makes it very difficult if it gets dark. And I like to get out in all weather, man, and experience the woods. Hmm, beautiful breakfast. I'm going to clean up a bit, and then maybe we'll have a look in my basket for a second before I head back upstream, man. And again, this spot has potential. I could see a tent sitting right there. I could also see a hammock right here too. Lots of options here, man. Anyway, I'm gonna cover my coffee and save it for after cleanup. Right on. Keep it warm until I'm ready to finish. So nice in here today. Oh, that coffee is great, man. So it appears to me that there might be a little bit of a deer trail right there. I don't really see much over on this side though. And there's definitely, looks like downstream further, easier ways to scramble up there, but there's also a hole in the stump over there. So, I don't know, man. I tend to set up shop in spots where animals also might like to be. Being an animal myself, I guess these spots resonate with me. Oh, all right. Mm, that coffee is perfect, man. Let's have a look in my basket. So, for my foraging basket, I use an old fishing creel. It's an old wicker creel, and man, I don't know how old it is. It's been around for a long, long time. But I do like it. I bought a plastic basket. It was woven plastic, and it didn't have a lid on it, man. And I found that to be troublesome. So what I like about the fishing creel is the small hole that you should be able to pop fish through. Easy to pop small mushrooms through. So let's have a look at what I got today on the way in, man. And believe me, like I said, very, very grateful. Let's start with the big guy here. Big, beautiful guy. This, my friends. Oh, I love the smell of these guys. This is the northern red belt polypore, and its scientific nomenclature is Phomatopsis mountsia. And this is one of the first mushrooms that I began using to support my health. And I found this one in particular to be very, very good for inflammation. When I turned 40, everything started to hurt, man. Took me a couple years of suffering through that before I experienced a grand awakening and was kind of led, the universe led me to polypore mushrooms. The first mushroom that I was led to was birch polypore. Well, I guess the first one was chaga, but I'd pretty well always been aware of chaga for quite a while. I can't remember when I became aware of chaga, but then the next one that I really became aware of and started teaching me was the birch polypore. Once I learned about the birch polypore, then I learned about this one, Phamatopsis mountia, the red banded polypore, as you can see from its red band. Now, I harvested this. I have some of these, but I don't have an excess amount of these, not enough to share of these. So this one will give me just enough to share a little bit. Like I say, the smell of the pore surface is amazing. There were two others besides this one on that dead tree. I would not have taken this if it was the only one on that tree, and I always watch for that. If there's one, I take none, right? And since I needed it, that's the guy here. This one I use in tea and tincture. Goes in both. Lovely, lovely mushroom. Set you right there for a second, my friend. Then let's look at my basket for a really good example. If we can find one here. There, that's a pretty good example. Not huge, but the bit of turkey tail I found. Scientific nomenclature is Tramates versicolor. Hopefully you can see that. And you see on my hat, right there, is an actual turkey tail. And this is turkey tail mushroom. I'll get you closer so you can see it better. So it has concentric circles on the top, and it should be, when it's fresh, it's pure white underneath, man. And that is as fresh can be. So turkey tail, I learned about after Phamatopsis mountia, and when I started using turkey tail in my teas and in my tincture, I started with tea. Tinctures came later, but when I started using turkey tail, and I've got a good bit there, man, like not a ton, but a good amount. Anyway, when I started using turkey tail in my tea and tincture, the effects for me, and this is anecdotal, right? This is my experience personally. Little disclaimer: I'm not an expert. I've done some research on my own and learned the benefits of these mushrooms. So turkey tail, when I started using it though, it's really good. There's been studies done on turkey tail, and it's got a lot of the antis. All of these mushrooms, and I find herbs too, and plants, and everything out here has a lot of these antis. Antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer. They support cellular health, right? They're just great. Anti-aging, anti-everything. But when I started taking turkey tail, my energy levels went from like falling asleep by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, starting to nod off, getting really sleepy, to having that energy right there on demand. And I find that now to be pretty much the same way, even though I've been years of using it. The energy level you get from turkey tail is really a game changer, man. So, the difficulty with polypore mushrooms and mushroom tea that I make. Yeah, I call it a tea, but it's truly a decoction. I simmer for 30 minutes or more in boiling water. I boil the water, turn it down to a simmer, add my polypore mushrooms to the decoction, let it go for 30 minutes or more, run it through a strainer, and then drink it 2 cups at a time. So that doesn't taste very good. Once you get used to it, it's all right, but a lot of people have trouble with the taste of it. So although these mushrooms do provide you a dramatic benefit to your health and your noticeable differences, right? Like I can do things and have been doing things for years now that I couldn't do before because I'd be too sore after I did them. That doesn't exist anymore for me now. I do what I want when I want. I'm never sore about it. It's all good, man. But it does taste pretty bad. So it's a really hard sell. And I lost quite a bit of weight when I started doing this, and you know, anything, anything you can do to connect yourself with nature is going to impact your health. Just doing what I'm doing right now, just sitting here beside a stream surrounded by trees and moss and ferns and grass and right everything. There's been squirrels and birds. Just breathing that all in is going to have a positive impact on your health, man. So anyway, maybe I will, because I can never. Oh my goodness, a fish just went upstream. I just heard the splash and the way it went. That was cool. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Oh, it's still there. I think it's a fish. Yes, it is a fish. Wow. Hope you guys saw that. Anyway, how cool. Totally lost where I was there. So let's just say polypore mushrooms, nature, Shinrin Yoku, forest bathing, getting out, sitting amongst trees beside a stream is good for you, man. I encourage you to give it a try. I'm not horribly far from the car. The road is that way, about 10 or 15 minutes, I don't know, because I was pretty slow moving coming down because I was capturing videos as I went, but you don't have to go far, man. I'm pretty tickled to have just seen that little trout going upstream, too. That was awesome. Anyway, my coffee's gone. It's time to move on. Back to the wheel, man. At least, like when you put tires on your car, you gotta balance them. When you're like me, you got a job, work 40 hours a week plus overtime, grind away on the wheel to pay bills. But to balance the wheel, doing stuff like this is very important, man. Doing stuff like this as much as possible will balance your wheel. Someday, I will step off the wheel and I will be free. But for now, I'll just keep balancing the wheel, man. Oh, squirrel's coming too. Right on. I'll finish packing up and I guess we'll head up for All right, there we go. What a beautiful morning out in the woods, man. Very, very pleased. It was a wonderful exploration, the downstream exploration of Car Creek. I can only call it a great big success, man. It's perfect. It was wonderful. I can't be any more satisfied, really. I've had a lovely bit of time in the woods exploring down this creek. My Anytime that I'm leaving the woods and my belly is full and my basket is full, there is nothing more I could ask for, man. I walk away super satisfied with far less. So, eternally grateful, man. I swell with gratitude for this experience. And like I say, it will balance the wheel for me for the rest of this week for sure. Anyway, I've had a lovely time. I hope you did too. I hope you'll join me for my series of daily videos, man. They're being uploaded every morning. Early for me, but depending on where you are in the world, they might be mid-afternoon, who knows? Or maybe even on a different day. But that's neither here nor there. I can only be here. I can only be here right now. Anyway, I'm going to head upstream. I'm going to keep my eyes open, man. You never know what you're going to find. So sometimes you find more on the way out than the way in, I find. Anyway, grateful to have found this little spot too, man. Beautiful experience. Lovely breakfast. I hope to see you on the next one. Oh, and remember, folks, you will never find anything unless you go look. Go have a look, man. It's worth it. Bye for now.